Good morning. I'm starting the vlog off in the car because we're gonna do all the errands in the morning. You know, just like last week or like 2 weeks ago. I just like doing my errands in the morning now. It's really nice. It's kind of funny. On like in front of me, blue skies, clear. Behind me, so much smog. You can't see the mountains. It looks crazy. That was an insane experience. I was gonna get more footage than like the little bit that I got, but apparently Saturday morning is the day that the fire department and the EMTs grocery shop. So right before 8 o'clock, it was just mobbed with nothing but firefighters everywhere in the grocery store. And I was like, I'm too awkward to film. So I got the little clips that I got, but overall I was like, not happening. I'm not doing this. Super nice. Such nice dudes. At one point I like couldn't reach like one of the things I had bought. And like I just see a hand reach over me and grab it. I'm like, thank you. Yeah, it was kind of funny to see. Cause like I ended up checking out at the same time they did. Literally, I'm not kidding, like 10 men strong in that grocery store. I think they bought like 4 things. I was like, why? I was like, is this kind of like when girls go to the bathroom together? You all go grocery shopping together? I was like, okay. No hate. It was interesting because I was like, oh, they must need a lot of stuff. There's so many of them. And then they're like checking out next to me. I look over and I'm like, there's like 4 things. Like, I think this was like a one man could have gone and done this, but whatever. I am going to put all this stuff away. I don't think it'll be very interesting. It's a little bit later. The wind is insane. Stella is not a fan of this at all. So she's currently like laying down and she kind of just wants to be close, which I'm totally fine with. I decided, let me just sit down. Maybe this will relax her. But this wind is crazy. I think it's been like 24 hours, 48 hours, something like that. Yesterday, there was like moments where it was aggressive wind. Now it's like we were woken up by the wind because our bedroom window, it sounded like someone was like knocking really hard at the window. Like it was creaking that much. And yeah, that's what woke us up. So it's not chill. And I just looked at the weather and it looks like tomorrow we're supposed to get like 2 to 5 inches of snow, which is crazy because if you know Salt Lake's weather, we literally haven't really had a winter. And last week, I was in like short sleeves. It was sunny. People were playing outside. Like we legit thought spring was happening. Like the tree outside our apartment was literally blooming. Like it had little buds of flowers coming up and now everything is dead again. So Utah weather faked us out. I guess we're having a little bit longer of a winter, but I'm chilling here. I just finished eating breakfast and I'm just watching like an old Alfie video. I don't know if you can hear this, like the whole house is creaking. I'm about to get up, put away my dirty dish, and then we're going to go to the bathroom. And I'll explain more when we're in there, but I'm going to text my friend Melissa. And she's the one that I'm doing the construction project on that you would have saw a picture of whenever I like missed that week. I'm doing built-in storage in her bathroom in her basement. And we were going to do it tomorrow, but if we're getting 2 to 5 inches of snow, it doesn't really make sense to do that because it's a pretty work is the only thing left. Like we did the main bit of construction work, but I'm still gonna have to be outside and using power tools and I don't want to do that in snow. So I'm gonna text her and hopefully while we're cleaning the bathroom, she'll text me back and we'll kind of like a game plan of what's gonna happen. Our electricity just turned off. Okay, I'm looking at like our security cameras and stuff. It looks like it's turning back on. I'm sorry ahead of time for the echo, but it is a bathroom and there's not very many soft surfaces. So I'm going to try to mitigate as much of the echo as I can. This is our bathroom. It's not really a place you've probably seen very often in any of my vlogs. There's not really any reason to bring you in here. If you did see my DIY shelf, this is where it is now. This is what we created it for. It's still there, it's still amazing. So all the haters I got on TikTok and on here about how this was gonna fall apart in a month, it's been months. But anyway, we are in here today because in about 5 months, we are going to be moving house. And I am the type of person that's just, if I can mitigate stress, I'm going to. And so each month I've kind of set a designated thing that I'm gonna do for the month. Most things are not actually gonna take that month, but for March, I am cleaning the bathroom. Hi, Stella. As I was saying, we are cleaning the bathroom. We are a little bit of a collector of skincare, face washes, razors, toothbrushes, all kinds of things. And we are moving a pretty far distance. We're not going to be staying in Utah. We're going to be moving out of state, and we are only keeping the things that can fit in our car. So that means all of these little things, while they do seem like little things, they need to get cleaned out, and we need to just kind of purge everything. And I wanted the first month, which is right now, to be kind of easy, nothing like crazy, and then as each month kind of progresses, it gets a little bit more aggressive each time. So we're gonna do the bathroom. We have a linen closet here, and then we also have a little bit of storage underneath the vanity. Both are pretty full, I'm not gonna lie. Don't judge us for this. We've lived in this singular apartment for 2 years now, so it's just kind of natural. You start collecting things, you forget you have things, so then you buy more of that thing, and it just builds and builds. So we are going to clean it all out, separate things from anything that may not even be good anymore to things that we just need to use up the next 5 months before we move. The first thing we are tackling is going to be this closet right here. So you have where you enter, and then you have a little closet here. I have it pretty organized. We have 3 different gray bins, and then there's kind of things around it. One of the gray bins is literally just like facial stuff. And I don't know about you, but I don't use this very often. It's one of those like when guests come, we end up using it. So we're gonna get through that first. I keep them pretty organized, but you know, with things like as you take stuff out, you put stuff back, it gets all messy again. And this is kind of the state that it's in right now, is just messy. I'll be honest, I have no idea what's in here. I literally just, the first thing I grabbed is nail polish remover, and I was like, I didn't even know we had this. So I'm probably gonna I'll put that here. Because there's some things I will probably move till underneath the vanity because I'm more likely to grab it there. Facial cleansers, toothpaste, we're gonna keep all of that. We're gonna use through that though. SPF 50. I'm trying to see, does sunscreen have an expiration date? Okay, what is this? So this expires in April. I don't see us using this by April, so I'm just gonna throw it away. Oh no, this made a mess. So there's now Q-tips all over the bottom of this. And I'll say, even if you're not moving, this is just really nice to do. Just like a good clean out. You can refigure out what you have. Because like, I'll be honest, there's a lot of things here that I'm like, oh yeah, I got this as a gift and I totally forgot to even use this. See what I mean? Two of the exact same. Let's see, where's the expiration date on these? Okay, and this is literally all that there is, which is pretty amazing. I'm trying to make sure my nail polish doesn't keep falling. But yeah, it's like super empty. It's so light, because that is the thing with the fact that we're moving everything with just both of our cars. The less weight, the better, because you're gonna get better gas mileage, and overall, you just really don't, it's not good for your car to have it like really weighed down. So, really happy. That was probably one of the heaviest items, or of this area. It was probably one of the heaviest bins. So I'm super happy. That thing is so lightweight now, and Now I just have to like clean up the floor. I know that this looks like a lot, but it's not actually that much. We have a lot of the exact same thing. So right here is literally just soap. And then right behind it is even more soap. I have no idea why Cam has so much soap, but he does. This is shaving cream. So we're just gonna go through it. Maybe we can get some stuff out. I don't have super high hopes. A lot of this, like back here, is medicine. I'm mainly just going through the medicine part to make sure nothing is outdated or maybe got recalled. I don't want any of that. Okay, so it's a little while later. I've fully changed into my normal like work attire to do this. Hold on. Gotta close this door first. But the electricity's been back on for about an hour. I am assuming it'll be fine. I'm hoping it'll be fine. All of our security cameras are back up and running, so I'm just gonna keep checking that. But we're gonna head over to Melissa's house, but I have to grab some tools first. Got a little, because last time I brought literally all of my tools and it really wasn't necessary. Because Melissa has quite a few tools of her own, so it's not, we're mainly just like using hers. Also on top of that, this is just like the pretty bit, like finishing off the pretty parts, so I'm not going to need as much as like before. Okay. I think that's it. It's really not a lot. And I'm just going to use one of our reusable grocery bags because that's the easiest thing to do. But yeah. Let's head over. Hello, it's a few days later. We finished Melissa's project and it looks amazing. That should have been, I believe, the last clip that you saw. And it's probably, that was the beginning of the week, and now it's the end of the week. And if you're watching this on the day that it uploads, you're actually getting pretty real time because today is Friday, the day that I upload this video. And yeah, I just wanted to pop in. We have a little bit of things left to do and I wanted to bring you along with me. I did film a few clips from the last few days that I'll insert now. Did you get a gift? Did you get a gift? What's that? What's that? What's this? She's like, I don't know. Here, you don't need the plastic part. Look. She cares more about the plastic. Gonna need to read the instructions. Oh, that's pretty simple. Okay. And we are going to spend our Friday. First, I'm going to tidy up this desk because I don't think you can see it right now, but the desk looks like how my week has gone, which is just chaos. There's things everywhere. I was pulling samples and taking notes and doing all kinds of stuff. And it's just kind of all been left on the desk. So we're going to do a quick tidy of the desk, and then I created a pattern collection kind of that I want to build upon. So we'll start that process of doing that. Okay, so last night, oh cool, I opened right to it. Last night I was drawing and doodling just kind of without rhyme or reason and started to think of a new pattern collection. Like I said at the beginning of this vlog, we are moving across the country, and so it's kind of a lot that's been on my mind. And so this pattern collection was kind of built around that, or at least the thought of it. So like how to travel across the United States. So trains, planes, cars. Obviously this is not fully, but I'd started like this, and then we ended up this look. So you can kind of see here, you have the trains, and then I kind of just built upon that. So it's supposed to look like railroad tracks. Obviously this is a rough sketch. But then I also have kind of more of like line work, cars, and this is going to have little vintage planes because planes were invented in, I believe, North Carolina. So just having like little vintage planes, and then it's almost like you would be looking down from the plane, so you can see mountains, you can see lakes, you can see cactuses, trees, clouds, birds, things like that. And then, of course, just like a regular blender of all of it. But now I want to make all the little individual elements and then be able to put that into the computer and make the full pattern. I know this sounds ambitious because I did say this is being filmed the same day that it's uploading, but I'm hoping I can get these done and they'll be live for when you're seeing this video. So if you see it on the day it's uploaded, hopefully, I think I can do this. I think I can very easily do this and make it go live in one day. It's ambitious, but I think we can do it. And then how I prefer to start is everything is in black. That way, whenever you put it into Illustrator, it's just so much easier. And I'm just gonna draw the little individual elements. So I'll draw the little elements like the trees, the bushes, doing the mountains, the lake, the cactuses, even like some of the little vintage airplanes. Some of these things I will not have to. So like this one, it's all just lines and squares. I'll be able to make that just in Illustrator itself. So I don't have to do that. I will also be doing the cars. I just don't have that illustrated on here. So I have everything uploaded, so these are my sketches, and then I pulled in the like kind of sketch that I had shown you earlier that has the color palette I was working with, as well as little like mini thumbnails. So I'm going to image trace this, start working them into these, so they'll be different patterns and I'll just grab as I go. But before we start on actual computer work, I'm going to have some lunch. I am a bit peckish, and then we'll like restart on the actual computer work. So far though, it's 11 o'clock and I think I'll be able to finish all of these and be able to have them uploaded and ready to go by the end of the day. So our goal may work. I may be able to finish a mini collection in the same day that I upload this video. Maybe. Last night, Cam and I made chicken and dumplings. Technically, I guess I made chicken and dumplings, but he had prepped the chicken beforehand. Now, if you know me, you know that I do not cook at all. So when I say this was crazy easy to make, it was crazy easy to make. Because it's really just shredded chicken and then onions, carrots, celery, and then you make the dumplings, so like mainly just flour. Like a big ingredient, the main thing you need is flour. This is probably not the smartest way for me to do this, but it's a super easy dinner to make and it tastes so good. And honestly, it's like perfect for wintertime because it's kind of a soup, but you get the filledness of the dumplings, which is super nice. My sister actually sent me this recipe because she had tried it. We had eaten at a place when they went visit in downtown Salt Lake called Traditions, and they have a chicken and dumpling soup recipe. And so my sister had looked it up because she had loved eating it so much at the restaurant. So whenever she got home, she looked up the recipe. I think she got it on Pinterest, and then she sent it to me. And that, okay, I cook like two things. Like when I say I don't cook, I really mean I don't cook. I'm a baker through and through. Cooking, it needs to be pretty simple, and I need to be able to follow a recipe all the way through. And this was like, it was easy. It's so easy. So this is one of the things that I can cook. Cam loves it. I love it. It's like perfect. Even if you're not a soup person, I would definitely still suggest trying this. I will say when it comes to this, if you want to make this, make the dumplings smaller. That's my like one suggestion. The dumplings should be probably like the size of a golf ball because they expand a lot. That's the one thing I do tend to kind of mess up on every time I make it, is they're either a little bit too small or a little bit too big. So like a golf ball, perfect. But I'm gonna eat this. I'm gonna watch probably like a YouTube video, and then we'll go back and start on the computer side of making a pattern. Okay, we are jumping onto the screen recording, that way you can see it all very clear.
but I'm going to show you, this is the main collection. So I have like the hero pattern, secondary, kind of a secondary again, and then the blender. I love the way this turned out. It's super cute. This is, like I said, themed around like a little boy, as well as the fact that we are moving across the country in like 5 months. So it's obviously on my brain that we're moving, and this collection just looks so cute and really fitting of the season in my life that I'm in right now. So you can see this one. There's like all kinds of little cars. You can zoom in. There's like highway signs, yields, railroad crossings. There's also trees, lights, all kinds of stuff like that. And then we have this one, which is supposed to be an abstract version of train tracks. So I didn't want to put a train just because I didn't want too many vehicles themselves. So while I have the cars here and I even have the planes in this one, I didn't want any kind of vehicles. I just wanted it to be a fun, almost abstract version of a train pattern. So these are supposed to be little train tracks, and they're just going through a forest. And then we have this one, which is much simpler. This is based around air travel, just cute things that you would probably see if you were on an airplane. So if you were in the desert, you would see cactuses. If you're flying in the mountains, you can see mountains. You're also going to see clouds and birds, large bodies of water, things like that. So I think it's super cute. And then, of course, I have my blender, which is just a regular check grid pattern that I think just brings the whole thing together really well. I also, if we come up here, I added different colorways. So this is the regular blender, and then this is the airplane. You will notice I added a little texture to the airplanes. So these are just regular. They don't have all the little pieces like the mountains or the cactuses. These are just the airplanes. I thought it'd be super cute if maybe someone is doing an airplane themed room. This could be super cute if they don't necessarily want something super busy like this one. This is a little bit busier. If you just wanted the vintage airplanes, I have those. And I also have them with and without this texture on it. But I have this colorway, which is a dark red, and then a cream, and then this colorway, which is the green and the white. Red is apparently like the it color of 2024. So I'm trying to incorporate a little bit more red into my designs. And then over here, I just have the different colorways for the blender. These you can't really go wrong with. Everyone loves a good classic check grid pattern. So I just did different colors. Of course, the red, as well as a green, another darker one that works with the original dark one. And then I have a little bit more neutral. Okay, it is a couple hours later. It's now exactly 3 o'clock, and we did it. All of the colors, even the extra colors that I had made, they're all up on Spoonflower, so if you want to check it out, I will link it down below. But I'm honestly kind of impressed. I don't normally do an entire collection with multiple colorways in one day. So we did it. I am impressed. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next week.